Can I say my word? My introductory speech? Okay. We are happy to welcome you to the international project Intercultural Exchange Online. This is a joint work of many people over the past 5 months. We highly appreciate the contribution made by all the participants. High school students from Japan and teachers from Japan and students from Pacific National University in Khabarovsk, as well as all other people who helped us to create this project. Can you hear me, Ayaka and students?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Miss Heidi, can you say your word? Yeah, we can see you very well if you stand here. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Please, can you stand on the left side? No. In front of the screen. Yeah. We can see you very well.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Thank you everybody for attending this presentation across Russian and Japanese cultures. I know we are all maybe a little bit nervous, but I think this is an exciting opportunity for us to learn about each other's countries and each other's cultures. So let's enjoy this time we have and this opportunity. That's all.
Thank you very much, Miss Heidi. Thank you. So we are going to begin our project. Sveta.
Dear friends, today we would like to present the project of our students' teamwork across Russian and Japanese countries. The project has 3 parts: presentation, discussion, and research report. We will begin. Today you will see our presentation, Intercultural Exchange Online. While creating it, students use several web tools. Let's begin with 2 videos.
Miss Ayaka, can you download the videos? Videos about Russia and Japan. And video about Russia. 1.5 minutes. Sayaka, can we see your presentation?
So our turn. Okay, so first, from Japanese side, two groups will give a presentation. So first team will present about bento, Japanese lunchbox. So please begin.
I'm sorry, Miss Sayaka, we cannot see you.
No, you don't have to see me.
We cannot see your students.
Just a minute. Hello.
Hello, hello.
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 Have you ever heard of bento? The term bento is used. The term bento is used to portable meal, usually packed in a special container. We will tell you about bento. I think a handmade lunchbox can be relative as a part of Japanese culture. Foreign people also make lunchboxes, but most of them are simple, such as sandwiches and an apple. In Japan, most mothers cook every morning and put many kinds of food into the lunchboxes. The food is arranged correctly. Look at this picture.
This select is karapen. It means character bento. Japanese mothers create popular characters using food styles, color, and shape. The advantage of bento is that we can carry them anywhere. We can buy equipment at the train stations and in the train or the Shinkansen. The bento sold at the train stations are called equipment. Each area and even each individual station is Each area and even each individual station is likely to have its own specialty.
Number 1. How do you say lunchbox in Japanese? 1. Bento. 2. Origami. 3. Nippon. How do you say lunchbox in Japanese? 1. Bento. 2. Origami. 3. Nippon.
Bento.
Bento, bento, bento. Right?
Bento. Number 2. How do you say bento just like character? 1. Event. 2. Ramen. 3. Ishigomen.
Ekiben.
Ekiben?
The answer is ramen. One easy.
This is
Lunchbox shaped castle, Japanese castle.
Japanese castle.
Yeah.
Lunchbox. Lunchbox. It's lunchbox.
The answer is ekiben.
Ekiben?
Yes.
Yes.
Funny.
Funny?
Because it's funny.
Or maybe because it's cheap. Which is the right answer?
I want to buy Dento because it's cheap.
It's cheap. Because it's cheap, yeah. Our answer is because it's cheap. Is it right? Our answer is because it's cheap. Is it right?
The answer is not because
Yeah, it's right. It's right.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Who makes bento? 1. Father. 2. Mother. 3. Cook.
Who makes? Отвечайте.
Mother.
Громко.
The answer is 2. Mother.
Mother. Our answer is mother. Is it right?
Yes. Yes. The answer is mother.
Yeah.
If you have a chance, please eat bento. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for your exciting presentation.
Okay, now our students give a presentation on Japanese old houses.
Okay.
Okay?
No.
This is Japanese house.
I'm sorry, can you speak a bit louder? We cannot hear you. Please,
Okay.
speak louder.
Use microphone.
Let's go to house. This is Japanese house. This is the entrance. In Japan, we have to take off our shoes. This is tatami room. Tatami has been loved for a long time in Japan. The distinctive smell of grass, there is a good effect. It is hot in here. It brings you the same effect as if you were bathing in a forest. You will be able to relax mentally and physically, and you will naturally breathe more deeply because of its pleasant scent. Next, I will talk about shoji. Shoji, which is translucent Japanese paper, colored with a room with soft light, shows ventilate and clears the room. Please tell me about the features of shoji. It also has absorbency. Shoji is a material that is suitable for humid Japan. We can change the color and design according to season. Is you interested in Japanese houses? Japanese houses have many other traditional structures. If you come to Japan, please look at Japanese traditional houses. This concludes the presentation. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Dear Japanese friends, we really appreciate your work. And now let's continue our project.
The first fragment was designed with the help of VoiceThread web tool. It allowed us to combine the picture and voice comments.
VoiceThread. We download it. Can you see us?
Okay.
Okay.
Harmony in Nature and Architecture.
Urban Scenery, Russian edition.
The lake of relict plant Lotus of Komarov is visited by lots of tourists every day.
Sakura is a symbol of Japanese spirit. Sakura can withstand the intense cold, bloom and disappear together in spring. This is a symbol of passion, cooperation and joy.
Russian natural landscape. Sunset in Japan is as beautiful as sunrise.
Little mountain on the river standing still without a shiver.
Fujisan is the highest mountain in Japan, and it was the subject of faith from ancient times.
When starting to bloom, sakura looks like snow.
Awesome disaster.
Severe Russian nature.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel. I want to drive you through the night down the hill. Japanese meal uses fresh fish and vegetables. Little spices and oil are used to feel the natural taste of food. The most famous dish is sushi. Many years ago, beans were mostly eaten instead of meat. Vladivostok Rocks is the international festival of rock music. It was called the Business Conference and Creative Laboratory of Rock Talents. Vladivostok Rocks was visited by lots of musicians, writers, composers, journalists and rock fans from different countries.
The other tool successfully applied by the students is SpyDescribe that allowed us to see the whole topic in details.
Students, don't worry about this yet. Not yet, okay? Relax. You can relax. Okay.
In Japan, there is a building with a highway passing through it. Japan has more than 50,000 people who are over 100 years old. The Japanese yen is the official currency of Japan. Around 24 billion pairs of chopsticks are used in Japan each year. Japan consists of over 6,800 islands.
The Far East is the only place in the world where everyone can see amazing natural phenomenon, mixed southern and northern nature. Only here you can find southern magnolia vines, ginseng, wild grape growing next to bamboo, yew trees, cork trees and fir trees.
Khabarovsk was founded in 1858. It is one of the most beautiful cities of Russia. Some years ago, it was rewarded the title City of Military Glory. Russia is located on main parts of Europe and Asia, so it combines both European and Asian traits in culture, nature and climate. Khabarovsk is the capital of Russian Far East. It is a point of transport ways intersection.
Russia is divided into several economic regions. Far Eastern Economic Region covers almost 40% of Russia and stretches from the Arctic Ocean to the Sea of Japan.
The Russian Far East has a great variety of climatic conditions. That's why nature is very various. The northern part lies beyond the Arctic Circle. Further south, the tundra gradually becomes the forest tundra, and then taiga coniferous, mixed and broadleaf forests.
The next tool is Photobubble. It allowed us to process a huge amount of authentic information kindly presented by our Japanese partners.
Miss Ayaka, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Photobubble. This is a web tool that allows to connect pictures and texts, pictures and voice. Now we are going to watch Photobubble.
I will tell you about Niigata. There is an agreement of twin city between Niigata and Khabarovsk. It has passed 15 years since Khabarovsk and Niigata formed the agreement. Niigata is the northern part of Japan, along the Sea of Japan. Niigata is famous for rice and alcohol made of rice. This is the center of Niigata. We can go to the shopping mall and movie theater.
This is Bandai Bridge. This is important building named Tokimesi. Tokimesi includes the International Association, the Russian Consulate General, museum and concert hall. Winter is very snowy, so there are lots of ski grounds. This is one of the most popular ski grounds in Niigata. Kimono has so brilliant patterns on itself. Kimono is classified into several types. It depends on situation, age and state, which type of kimono is suitable for. Now we introduce 3 types of kimono.
First, the furuzode. They have furuzode. This kimono can be worn by only young women who are not married. Furuzode has long sleeves. Especially, they have furuzode when they get 20 years old and celebrate their adult day. Second, they have tumasode. Tumasode is not so fleshlier than furuzode. It's often that married women dress tumasode when they take part in some celebration.
This is called furosiki. Furosiki is simple clothes, but people can wrap anything with these clothes. They can get lots of size or patterns of furosiki in stores, particularly stores for kimono. Furosiki can make Japanese fashion more stylish.
This is Khabarovsky Krai, which is situated in the Russian Far East and stretches along Okhotsky seashore. A beautiful ancient cathedral is situated in the center of Komsomolskaya Square.
There is a beautiful fountain which is the most favorite place for visitors. Khabarovsk Bridge connects the banks of the Amur River.
View of Khabarovsk from above. Khabarovsk is very beautiful, especially in summer. There are many parks and gardens, and it looks green and fresh in summer. Pacific National University is one of the biggest universities in the Far East. It is famous for its Barbary Lane in front of it.
Now we would like to show you some students' presentations.
Yeah, good job. Good job, that was fast.
Okay, one more minute. Okay.
In the end, we would like to introduce our collaborative wiki website, where all information used in the project is accessible for everybody.
Now I would like to introduce my dear colleague Emi Kulakoye, who has been our cultural expert for over 5 months.
In English?
Yeah, in English. Okay.
I'm very glad to participate in such a wonderful project. I'm Japanese teacher in PNU, and so I meet Russian student. Of course, I know Japanese student. I think Japanese student and Russian student, they have a common point. It's Russian student and Japanese student. Both of them, they are shy and sensitive. So it's a little difficult to communicate with foreign student. But next section is discussion, right, Tatiana?
Yeah. On the 2nd of March.
Yes. So I'm I'm looking forward to see my student and your Japanese side student. How to communicate in English, because Japanese and Russian, they are not native English speakers. So second language, using second language is not so easy. But we can communicate with in English. So it's very great experience, Japanese student and Russian student. So I hope this project will be continued long term. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nico. Okay. In my view, Japanese students were brilliant. Thank you very much for your great job. And thank you very much, my dear colleagues, Ms. Ayaka and Ms. Heidi. I believe this great experience will help us to work out new ideas and promote future contacts. We would be happy to meet you on the 2nd of March to participate in the second part of the project. Ms. Ayaka, do you have anything to say?
Wow. Soon our class will be finished. So thank you for working with us, and to my students, thank you. You did a good job today. It was hard to listen to English, right? But next class, you will ask about Russian culture to Russian students, and you will answer. Russian students will ask you about Japanese culture, so you will answer to their question. So, yeah, please prepare.
Yeah, it's a real cultural diversity. It's a real intercultural project. Thank you very much for that. We are looking forward to working with you, to meeting with you on the 2nd of March. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So everyone, please say thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
See you soon on the 2nd of March. See you soon. Bye.
皆さんこんにちは。今日は面白いのプレゼンテーションがありました。私このプレゼンテーションを見るとすごくいい関係がもらいました。私にとってこれをいい経験がありました。私の希望は将来に同じプロジェクトとか
次回のスカイプで関係を守るために続きました。これ以上です。ありがとうございます。
Hi everyone, it's so amazing to see that now Russia and Japan have so great connection. As for me, I think that it's the best opportunity for Russian students to study Japanese culture, to look what is it, how it is, how looks just people in Japan. Because for us it's actually very hard to just go to Japan and see what it is. So I think it's the great project, and I want to say thank you all of those teachers and students who were implementing this project. Thank you.
大家好，真的非常感谢你们，因为真的非常有意思的经验。我是一名中国留学生，但是看到俄罗斯的文化，然后还有日本的文化，我感到真的非常的高兴。谢谢你们能够举行这么有意思的活动，我代表我的学校非常的感谢你们，谢谢你们的宝贵经验，谢谢。
Thank you for your question, please.
In my opinion, there is no right answer to this question because different people find different things to be good. But I asked some of my relatives and friends to name things they like best of all about the city. The most popular answer was architecture in the city center. There are a lot of beautiful places in the center of a city that are worth seeing. For example, Embankment is really beautiful. It offers a view of a bridge across Amur River. Then the main street of the city, Muravyov-Amursky, which leads to the main square of Lenin. This is one of the best points of our city, as it has some fountains and visited by lots of people every day. Another thing that is good point of the city is a number of sunny days per year. In Khabarovsk, sun shines about 300 days a year. We can say that Khabarovsk is the sunniest place of our country.
Can you ask your question?
What are the neighboring cities and towns?
It has many people, about 100,000 people, at Hirosaki Castle.
Goshogawara City is famous for Tachi Nebuta and famous rice.
Okay.
Towada City is famous for Lake Towada.
Thank you very much. And what's your question?
Hello.
Hello, we are here.
Okay.
But we cannot see you.
Do you have any traditional festivals in Russia?
Yeah, we can answer.
Yes, we do, and I will mention some of them. The first one is Maslenitsa. It's a purely Russian holiday. On this day, we say goodbye to winter and welcome spring. The main symbol of Maslenitsa is a pancake. Because it looks like a sun, it's yellow, gold and hot. People treat each other to pancakes with different toppings. Sour cream, honey, fruit jams and so on. It usually starts at the beginning of March. We also have a traditional crop festivals. They usually take place every autumn. Crop fairs are the main symbol of this festival. Farmers are proud to show their agricultural achievements. Rich crops of fruits and vegetables, beautiful flowers, tasty cottage dishes, and so on. Craftsman brings practical useful things made by hand. And of course, both festivals are impossible without folk concerts, funny entertainments, and Russian games.
Thank you very much, Denis. What's your question, Denis?
What is the weather like in the different seasons?
In spring, it's warm and it has many sunny days. In summer, it is hot and it doesn't any rainy days. In fall, it is a little cold and dry. In winter, it is very cold and it has a lot of snowy days.
Thank you very much. Everything is clear. Thank you. And
There are lots of famous events in Khabarovsk, but sport events are getting more and more popular. Just especially for these events, new sport facility Eurofei was built. Thanks to it, we hosted Kyokushin World Cup, Bandy World Championship and others. The most outstanding sportsmen took part in the competition. Lots of fans from different cities of the Far East came to Khabarovsk to support favorite sportsmen. It was a real sport holiday.
Thank you. What's your question?
What is the weather like in winter? Does it snow much?
Aomori City, where we live, has much snow.
The south of Japan doesn't have snow because Okinawa's average temperature is 20 degrees.
Okay. Everything is clear? Okay. What's your question? What's your question, girls?
What is your favorite Russian food?
A very good question. Okay.
In Russia, winters are very freezing, so people need a lot of energy for being active. And the best product which gives us energy and strength is meat. Almost all people in Russia like dishes with meat. That's why in our cookery we have a great variety of meat food. One of our favorite dishes is meat cutlets. We eat them with mashed potatoes or buckwheat. It is so delicious. Cabbage roll is also very popular food among Russians. These rolls are stuffed with a lot of meat, for example beef, and seasoned with garlic, onion and spices. It has amazing flavor and taste.
Fast food is getting more and more popular in our city, though it's unhealthy. As for me and my friends, we like pizza very much. There are a lot of pizza places in our city, and I should say that pizza is very delicious. Donuts are also popular in our city. There are a lot of types of them with different toppings. Not so long time ago, there opened a cafe with Japanese donuts, and to be honest, people really loved these Japanese donuts. And what kind of nature do you have?
We have raccoon dogs. Raccoon dog is only in Japan. It looks like a extra panda and is very cute.
It often appears in a lot of fairy tales.
Okay.
Could you hear that?
Yeah, we could hear that. What's your question?
Now answer.
How is the climate in your city? How do you cope with this?
How is the climate? In your city? Number 3. Yeah.
The climate in Khabarovsk is very hot due to our geographic location. Because of humid continental climate, winters are extremely cold and summers are extremely hot in our city. Average temperature in the summer is about 25 degrees Celsius, but because of humidity, you feel as it's more than 30 degrees. The notable feature is that in the summer there is no wind at all, but the winter is very windy. Winter is the coldest time in Russia. For example, in January you can see on the thermometer about minus 18 degrees, but you feel as it is 30 degrees below zero. It's so cold that people have frozen faces, hands, legs and feet. To cope with winter frost, I wear many warm clothes and I don't go out of the house without a scarf and gloves. Also, I try to drink a lot of hot tea. Can you tell us about the most famous poets and writers of Japanese culture?
One famous Japanese poet is Kaneko Misuzu. Her most famous later work is Watashi to Kotori to Suzu to. It has a famous phrase,
It is all are not different is good.
One famous Japanese writer is Akutagawa Ryunosuke. His most literary work is Toroko. It is difficult to understand, but we can know. What do you like best about your country?
My home, my family, my close friends are my life values. And let me recite a rhyme from my poem. Люблю тебя, Россия, великая страна. Очень близкая, родная, родина моя. Золотые твои храмы возвышаются в крестах. На просторах твоих милых васильки цветут в полях.
Yeah. Can you understand us?
Here's let's do one more. Could you repeat the answer in English, the English part, please?
The English part, please. Okay, can you repeat that, Nikita?
My home, my family, my close friends are my life values. And let me recite a rhyme from my poem in Russian.
Oh, my family, friends.
Nikita loves his home, his relatives, his friends, and he wrote a poem about his country, Russia. Okay, and our next question, Nikita.
Can you tell us about the history of Japan? What are the most remarkable historical events?
I'll explain to you about samurai history. Samurai lived in the 16th century. They fought enemies to unify the country. The most remarkable battle was the Sekinaha War in 1600.
Finish. Okay. Thank you very much for your smart answer. And what's your question?
How is the climate in Russia?
Climate in Russia. Who can answer?
There is a widespread stereotype that Russia is a really cold country, but in fact, climate in Russia is very diverse. The territory of the country is very big, so there are different types of climate. Russia includes 4 major climatic zones: Arctic, subarctic, temperate, and subtropical. Despite the fact that Arctic and subarctic zones occupy a large part of the country, the majority of the most populated cities are located in the temperate zone. So we have 4 seasons that are quite different. Winter is really cold and summer is very hot. In autumn, the weather is quite mild and rainy. In spring, temperature often changes. We can enjoy all kinds of weather.
Thank you very much, Sveta. Can you hear us well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Do you like our answer?
It's great.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your kind words. Sveta, your question.
What are the traditional holidays in your country?
Traditional holidays in our country are Culture Day, Health Sports Day, National Foundation Day, Children's Day, Marine Day, Greenery Day, Coming of Age Day, Respect for the Aged Day, Labor Thanksgiving Day, and so on.
Yeah, it's so interesting for us. It's brand new information. Okay, you've got a lot of holidays. What's your question?
Are there unique animals in Russia?
So yes, of course, there are unique animals in Russia. So as you know, the forests are not the lungs of the planet, but also home to many amazing animals. So for example, Far Eastern or Amur leopard a graceful cat that inhabits in forests of Primorsky territory in Russia. There are just about 20 or 25 these cats there, and it is the only leopard that was able to survive and hunt in winter. Another one is red or mountain wolf that attracts people by their awesome fur with bright red color and a tail with a black tip. So because of different climatic conditions and diversity of wildlife, the unique animals are not rare in Russia.
Thank you very much. Miss Ayaka, can you hear us? Can you understand us?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Clearly, so please ask your question.
So, how do you celebrate New Year?
For example, we pay a visit to a shrine on New Year's Day.
We spend time with family and relatives, and we get to receive a New Year's gift from relatives.
Could you press? Hello?
Yes, we hear.
Yes, you can hear. Okay, and what's your question? Thank you very much for your answer. What's your question?
Do you have a different accent between the eastern and the western part of Russia?
Thank you very much for your question. We understand it clearly. Who can answer?
Yes, we have a different accent between the eastern and the western part of Russia. In the western part of Russia, people speak slowly and pulling sounds. In the eastern part of Russia, people speak fluently and more clearly. We can understand each other easily. You can hear me?
Yes, that's really clearly. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Okay, and our question?
And my question, please tell us about your traditional Japanese dishes.
We talk about Sekihan. Sekihan is glutinous rice steamed with red as beans.
It is usually sprinkled with sesame salt and eaten on auspicious occasions such as birthday and wedding ceremonies.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What's your question?
What do you do for New Year?
Who can answer?
New Year is a family celebration in Russia because all its members take part on preparation for this warm and homely holiday. Especially it's loved by children. They really like to decorate Christmas tree with bright and colorful toys and write letters to Father Frost and asking him for wonderful presents. Also, New Year is loved because of great opportunity to get whole family at the traditional holiday dinner, which is usually made by grandmothers and mothers. Nowadays, it's really popular to let off fireworks and Bengal lights. So, the New Year is warm, traditional homely holiday, loved by all members of family. Can you tell us about your traditional clothes and footwear?
We will show you yukata and geta. Yukata is a long cloth. Everyone wears it in summer.
And we go summer festivals. Guitar is made with wood. Everyone wears it too. Guitar, it has many designs, cute and simple and so like.
Thank you.
We are so glad to collaborate with you. And today we learned a lot about Russian culture. So thank you for your work, Ms. Tatiana and your students.
Thank you. It was our pleasure. It was our pleasure to collaborate with you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. And we are looking forward to collaborating with you.
Again, okay. And 1 minute more. Emiko, can you tell us a few words?
Okay. It was very excited project. It was very challenging and creative project, I think. So I hope this project bring positive result to your future Japanese student and Russian student. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear colleagues and friends. We are looking forward to working with you further. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.